Why don't hockey teams just put a super fat guy in the goal so he takes up all the space? Some guys a while back tried it. HTTPS. There were several issues with this strategy. The net is way too big for one single guy to block it all. A really super fat guy just won't have the reflexes to block shots that get past him. Hockey players are too good at aiming at the gaps. An NHL goal is 6 feet wide. Nobody is that fat. Hockey players are so good that they can consistently make shots into openings barely big enough for the puck to go through. The size comes with a speed disadvantage, which would be more easily exploited than helpful. No one takes up 24 sq feet. No matter how fat. Hockey nets are bigger than you think, and yeah, I can see it. Just lay a super fat guy across the goal line. It's gonna work, right? Wrong. Once space travel is perfected and Jabba the Hutt becomes available, it's a totally valid strategy. Here is a video of a sumo wrestler between the pipes. 299 Sports Science. A sumo goalie YouTube's slower on his feet, probably. Is there a regulation on how much padding someone can wear? Why don't they just make the goalie wear huge padding to make it harder for people to score? Because goalies need to move, not just block space. Pucks find gaps fast. There was a Sports Science video on exactly this. They put a giant sumo wrestler in goalie pads and had an NHL player shoot on him. The NHL player had no problem scoring on him despite only a small percentage of the net available. Remember, an NHL goal is 24 sq. It's bigger than you think. Little clip for you of what it might look like. https://youtube.btqw3 sickcase equals 4 nf2-zrvpfrj 1 bt equals 1170 https://youtube.btqw3 sickcase equals 4 nf2-zrvpfrj 1 bt equals 1170. It's been done. https://youtube.bay by msumsci equals cp0nt9ppfbmcjz. From one of the Red Dwarf novels, on the genetically alternative sports leagues, soccer players were bred with 5 legs and no mouths, making after-match interviews infinitely more interesting. However, not all breeds of genetic athletes were accepted by the GAS, and new rules had to be created after the 2224 World Cup, when Scotland fielded a goalkeeper who was a human oblong of flesh, measuring 8 feet high by 16 across, thereby filling the entire goal. Somehow they still failed to qualify for the second round. The level of fat you would need to be to fully block a hockey net is to the point where the person wouldn't be able to walk on their own, let alone put on a pair of ice skates and make their way over to the goal. Fat guy can't move quickly to cover the area. Lol had a fat friend growing up. The second he first tried playing goalie, all the kids were like, "You know you're not supposed to take up all the net, right?" Doesn't answer your question, but thought that was a funny story. I hockey my whole life. The net is huge. No human can cover the entire goal line. Even a huge goalie would need to move out of the net to have better coverage. Then a goalie needs speed and agility to move back into position, many times in one game. Our best goalies were always the medium to large-sized ones. A team actually tried this with great success. His name was Goldberg, and the team was called the Mighty Ducks, because they banned them just like the banned midgets in baseball.